She had only stepped away to use the restroom during the flight, and that split-second decision ended up saving her life. Just as she finished and was making her way back to her seat, the plane suddenly hit severe turbulence. The violent jolt sent her flying through the air. When she came to, everything around her was a wreck. The bathroom door wouldn't budge no matter how hard she pushed, and she finally had to kick it open. When she stepped out, she froze. Outside was nothing but a vast, frozen wasteland. It was clear the plane had slammed into a mountain during the flight. She combed through the wreckage searching for her family, only to find them frozen solid. She clawed at the snow with her bare hands, desperately trying to dig them out. That's when a man emerged from the cabin. Out of everyone on the plane, only the two of them had made it. They had no choice but to figure out a way to get out of there. After scrounging together whatever supplies they could find, they set off. It wasn't long before they reached the edge of the mountain, the only way out. They had no option but to climb down along the face of the cliff. For her, though, this was practically a nightmare. She'd had a fear of heights since she was a little kid. One wrong step, and she nearly plummeted. Luckily, the man grabbed her just in time. After a grueling climb, the two finally reached the halfway point of the mountain. But the cliffs here were 10 times more treacherous than what they'd already faced. One look down was enough to make her head spin. They edged sideways along the rock face, but after just a few steps, a massive boulder blocked their path. She glanced down into the abyss below, and was so terrified she couldn't move a muscle. The man reached out his hands, signaling her to grab on. She knew she had to take that step if she wanted to survive, so she gritted her teeth and pushed through. But beyond that point, there was no more rock face to stand on. They were stranded on the mountainside with nowhere to go, stuck between a rock and a hard place. In that critical moment, the man made a split-second call. He leaped off and landed squarely in a large tree. The branches cushioned the impact, and he survived. He looked up and shouted to her, "This way works. Aim for the tree and jump." It was still terrifying for her, but with his encouragement, she jumped and landed straight on top of him. When they both got up, they found her phone had been smashed in the fall. Not that it mattered much. There wouldn't have been any signal out here anyway. After a brief rest, the two pressed on, only to run into yet another snow-covered mountain. As they trudged along, the man spotted a cave up ahead, the best possible shelter from the bitter cold. He turned and urged her to pick up the pace. But by this point, she was clearly running on fumes. Just as the man was about to turn back and give her a hand, he suddenly caught sight of something that stopped him dead in his tracks, and he screamed at the top of his lungs.